Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Carissa.
And I'm Christian, and this is A Lot in Common.
So today we have on a very interesting guest. There was a viral clip going around of a kid that looked a lot like Lance Twiggs. A lot of speculation going on. But today we're here to tell you that was not Lance Twiggs. That was a man named Wesley. So today we have on Wesley. Welcome in.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you doing?
We're good.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start by clearing your name because you are not Lance Twiggs. You are Wesley Castle. A lot of people were speculating that you could be Lance Twiggs, probably because the hat or the low video quality. Either way, you're Wesley, not Lance, and we're happy to have you on today. We would love to start with, why were you at Charlie Kirk's event that day?
I was there just for the same reason that everyone else was there. I was there to ask him questions, debate.
Okay.
Very nice. And you were in line to ask a question, is that right?
Yes, I was in line to ask a question.
Did they vet your question before you got in line, or did they ask you what your question was going to be?
So while we were in line before the event started, they had volunteers go through and ask everyone what their questions were going to be.
That's pretty typical for an event like this, I think. What was your question going to be?
I was just going to ask him about why he continues to support Israel despite what they're doing regarding their wars with their neighbors.
Great question.
That is a good question.
Wow, that's probably why you weren't able to ask it, because it's such an honest question that needed to be asked.
Yeah.
Where were you in line?
So yeah, the line, I don't know, that hand right there is covering where the line was to ask questions. And then even in the line, most of the people in line, were more conservative, people that agreed with Charlie on most things, but a lot of them just wanted to talk to him about Israel.
From the consensus that you were getting from everybody?
Yeah, because, I was talking to the people nearby in line with me. And yeah, we all had pretty similar beliefs, pretty similar questions.
So you were pretty close to Charlie. You were in eyesight the whole time you were there, pretty much?
Yeah, I was about 40 feet away.
Wow. Okay. So you saw the assassination happen?
Yeah, I mean, it all happened pretty quick because, like I described, in the news footage, when the shot happened, my head turned, towards the building where the shot was fired from, and then by the time I looked back, he was gone.
In the news footage, you did say you may have saw smoke. What was that all about?
It all happened quick, so, I'm pretty sure I saw smoke. I'm not sure if I really did, because the place where I think I saw it was closer than what they said the gunshot was fired from.
So where would that be at? Would it be more in the crowd, or did you still see it from up above? Was it closer to Charlie?
I did see it from up above, but it was closer than where the Lassie Center was.
And then to go back to the people that were in line.
I actually knew a lot of the people in the line since, I grew up in the Orem area. So did a lot of my friends. So I saw several people there that I knew.
Okay. Do you go to UVU?
No, I do not go to UVU.
Okay. You were just there specifically for that event. You wanted to ask Charlie questions.
Yes, that's correct.
One of your videos on your Instagram where you kind of did a breakdown of what had happened afterwards. We watched that, and you did make notice of the police were going to ask you questions, but it was taking too long, and so they had to go. I'm just wondering, what did it take too long for? Why did they have to go?
So I think what I meant to say is that they had a lot of people to talk to, and I'm sure they had a lot to investigate. They were trying to obviously search for him because that was day of. They didn't have a suspect at all. They had their hands full for sure.
Did they ever call you and reach out to you about your statement?
Yeah, I had 3 different police departments talk to me.
When the police department talked to you, did they ask you questions about what you saw, basically?
Yes, that's what they asked.
And then in your police report, did you say that you saw smoke?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did tell them that it was happening so fast, I didn't know necessarily how reliable it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But I did give that detail with that disclaimer.
Yeah.
All 3 times?
Yes.
Okay.
And then how much smoke was it? Was it a little bit? I know it's probably fuzzy memory. Was it a lot of smoke? Because that's very distinctive,
I mean, it was just a little bit, just typical of what gun smoke would be.
One thing that is super important in this investigation, and I know you're saying that your memory about it is foggy and you don't know if maybe that your mind was making it up or not, but the smoke, because that smoke is really important because that's kind of going to let people know what the weapon could have been or what killed Charlie. And so if you stated in multiple police reports that you think you saw smoke, that's super, super important. I really kind of want to hone in on it. I want to see if maybe we can bring back a little bit of memory from it. So when the shot went off and you heard the shot, were you looking directly in Charlie's direction after? So you heard the shot, you looked back.
It was like in the roof areas overlooking the tent.
Okay, it's the other direction from where the gun would have been. Okay.
It was by where the shot supposedly rang off?
Well, I think it was like a roof. I think what I thought I saw was like closer than the Losi Center, but still a roof in the general direction.
With the general consensus of like your friends and people that you're hanging around, what is their consensus? Do you guys talk about it? What do you think's going on with the case?
Yeah, so I think a lot of us like a lot of our first instincts was to I just like doubt the official narrative. But like in a lot of our opinions, like as more stuff has come out, like the official narrative does make more and more sense. Which, I was in that boat too. Like when I first saw it, I'm like there's no way, like something has to be going on.
And why did you think that?
Well, because like Charlie Kirk's a very high profile person. I think a lot of it, what had to do with my instincts is I'm like why, like if it truly was just a left-wing radical lone gunman, why would they go after Charlie instead of someone more radical?
Think back to the questions that the police were asking you. What kind of questions were they asking you?
Main thing that they wanted to get to the bottom of is if I had seen anything that would be able to identify the suspect.
And whenever you said that you saw smoke, what were they saying?
They just said like, oh, that's interesting.
Did you see the smoke? Like if you looked towards the building where the shooter had taken the shot, was the smoke above the building or was it like around the area? Was it closer? How far was it from the building?
Like I said, like I didn't see it right above the Lossy because like the Lossy is a decent distance, but like I saw it more above like nearby roofs that were
different roofs. Okay.
Like still overlooking the tent, but still closer than the Lossy. Yeah, so the place I saw it was around like, I guess move your cursor like directly up more, a few more, like around there where your cursor is.
Okay. So over here or this
Yeah.
whole roof area?
Yeah, like that general, like around that roof.
Okay. All right. So you saw it way closer. Like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this over here is the Losi Center.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, that was kind of interesting. He did see smoke on a different rooftop, which was closer to the event. So let us know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, super interesting. He stated he had 3 different police reports where he stated he saw smoke, and now he's not sure, and he believes the official narrative. Things are just looking a little shady to me. The eyewitness accounts are becoming more and more Tyler Robninson, single gunman focused.
Yes, and I do think it tells you a lot that his initial gut reaction was that there was something else going on with this investigation. So immediately he thought, there's something else. This is fishy. And then he is now steering towards the Tyler Robninson theory. Kind of interesting, you guys.
Very interesting. But I'm really glad we had this conversation either way. And if you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow.
And make sure to check us out on Spreaker or Spotify to get that audio. And also check us out on Patreon to get that unredacted, uncut full videos.
We'll see you on Sunday, guys.
See you Sunday.